Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing great. All those people all around the world, except those in South Africa. I do sympathize with you guys for all that load shedding. I know it's a pain, but all I can say is I'm so sorry, you guys. But anyway, I have been so busy. All my kids seem to be coming down with the flu one by one, and trust me, you guys, it's no fun. So, you know what? That's just a mother's role. So, you got to do what you got to do. So, before we get into this video, welcome to all those new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ronelle and hope you enjoy the videos. So, today we're going to be discussing Gabbi Hanna. And if you guys don't know, Gabbi Hanna actually has been under fire for quite a few weeks now. Apparently 2 weeks ago, I even made a video about this, practically begging her to take down a video that she made, her transforming into a e-girl, a TikTok e-girl. And the controversy surrounding that was that she had put in a photo of a young, beautiful girl named Bianca Devins. And unfortunately, she was taken from this earth way too soon. But at the end of the day, what Gabbi Hanna did was totally overlooked her situation in the article next to her picture. So people have been making videos about this for 2 weeks, telling her to remove it and just going in on her, which by all means is totally acceptable because that what she did was unacceptable. So finally, she took the video down and she came out with an apology. I watched the apology, but I knew that was just, it didn't do anything for me personally. At the end of the day, who am I? But one thing I was grateful for was the fact that she did take the video down. So, as I was actually taking my daughter to the urgent care, I saw Ashley Kyle had put out a video stating that, I can't even remember She Played Us. That was the name of her video. She Played Us. So as I'm driving, I said to my daughter, please do me a favor. Go on to Ashley Kyle and let me listen to this video. And that's when Ashley Kyle was talking about the whole situation where she was informed by Angelica Oles that in Gabbi Hanna's apology video, she had tagged all the drama channels. And if I remember correctly, none of the big drama channels had covered this. Only I think probably a week later they did cover it because, excuse me, I think that they did see that there was a lot of traction on it, so they got onto it. So anyway, that was done. So then everybody was like, oh, Gabbi Hanna's coming right, she's sincere. And I'm like, no, I'll give this a little while longer and then we'll see where it goes. So then she came onto Instagram and she decided to play victim as usual. And then the sad thing about it is that as per usual, everybody's at fault except Gabbi Hanna all the time. From every video that I've seen or every controversy that she's been in, she's always the victim. Never ever the one that started anything, could not apologize for anything. She's always the victim. That Gabbi, stop blaming everyone. Take accountability. It works out so much better and it'll all go away eventually. I promise you that. But then she goes and she blames the people that were begging her to take down this video. Then she goes and she blames YouTube Studio, the editing, because she wants to blur out something, the whole picture, but it only blurred out her face. It's like, come on, Gabbi, come on. You are not dealing with ignorant people, you know. And it took you 2 weeks to figure out how to make this wrong into a right. Common sense. Off the back, just remove the video and then think about how you're going to come out with an apology. That's all you had to do. You could have just removed the video. End of story. By the time I checked I think it was last Friday, she was up to over 600,000 views. And she says that, okay, her video was copyrighted. So, or she, Soulja Boy claimed something, whatever it was. But anyway, let's get into Gabbi's Instagram rant. And then we'll take it from
getting in trouble for the tags that I used on this video. I defended Gabbi because of her apology while looking for a thumbnail. Came across the tags. She put on that apology, "I regret being nice now." And then Here for the Tea responded and said, I don't know where it is, but she said, "Ma'am, are hitting me." And now that's becoming a thing where I'm a monster for tagging these drama channels. Now, I don't know how many of you know what tags are for or how they work. Tags are used to target a specific audience. So the audience that I'm trying to target is the people who made videos on this situation. I tagged all of the drama channels because I don't know who all made a video on this situation. As you can see, everybody's mad that I misspelled people's names. It's because I don't know them that well. I don't watch them.
First of all, as I said in the beginning, not many big drama channels covered this in the beginning. I think it was probably about a week later, a few days before she took it down, the big channels. A lot of micro influencers covered this. And why, if Gabbi said that she doesn't check her videos, the comments section in her videos 20 minutes later, so which means she did check her comments. So why couldn't she just take the video down? That's all I'm saying. Gabbi Hanna was going about her life. In the week, she was going on and promoting and hyping up a book on how it's going to be sold at Urban Outfitters. And she didn't seem the least bit fazed about this whole situation. She said she's exhausted. Exhausted about what? Because you seem very happy. You seem like your life was going according to plan. You didn't seem at least the least bit fazed about this whole situation, Gabbi.
Somehow, me trying to reach the people who saw that content and the people who were wanting an apology and an explanation, this is somehow being twisted into me being a bad person by trying to reach the people who wanted me to say something. And this is just a perfect example of you can't do anything on the internet without people telling you you're a bad person, and this is why people don't speak up. This is why people don't try. This is why it took me 2 weeks to figure out the right way to handle this situation.
Hold on, sweetie. You decided and you made a choice to ignore those people that were begging you to take down Bianca, to take down that image. But you chose not to. You said yourself that your sister had called you a few days later. And that's when you took it upon yourself to go into YouTube editing and just blur out her face. But keep the video up, but just blur out her face. Why? Because that's what made your video. That's what was getting your attention. That is sad. Let's keep it moving.
Because no matter what, people will poke holes and people will find a reason to hate you. And I'm being attacked for using tags about the people who are talking about this situation.
Gabbi, you're not being attacked. You are just again being called out for your manipulative ways. That's all it's about. You are just being called out. You're not the victim. I'm sorry, but you are not the victim. You're the one that chose to do things the wrong way. You chose not to take that video down. You chose to let that video run for 2 weeks. When people were begging you and pleading with you. Me, myself, I went in and I made a video. Not to say I made a video about you, but I wanted for people to remember exactly who Bianca was. She was a beautiful person. She was the type of person, unlike you, that wanted to help people. She was helping young girls online, getting over bullying, helping them with their anxiety, helping them with their depression. She wanted to go to college, to be a psychologist, to help people, Gabbi. But you insisted on just running with this whole video so people could talk about it. So don't go and blame anybody else. It's all on you.
And All the drama channels will talk about it, and now Bianca's name is going to get plastered into thumbnails and titles, and people are going to talk about her more and exploit this fucking situation that I tried to put an end to.
Newsflash, Gabby. None of these YouTube none of these drama channels are exploiting the situation or the story. You exploited it. You thought that, oh, let me find a way, discreetly, quietly, privately. You could have done that, but in the interim taken down the video. But no, Gabby knows best. Gabby left the video up.
I addressed this one because it was important, because people were using Bianca's name and story and reducing her to nothing but a victim when she had a life that she lived and she didn't deserve that. So I addressed it for her and her family. And now, because I did that, I'm a bitch and a bad person, and I'm attention seeking because I used tags that would target the proper people to get that across, and tried to put an end to this so that Bianca can fucking rest in peace. I'm exhausted. You guys want people to talk all the time. You're always demanding an explanation. And then when people give it to you, it will be delivered a genuine and heartfelt apology and a thought out video that I put a lot of time and emotion into, and there was nothing wrong with it. So they had to go to the tags and find a reason to pull the tags down. And now the whole video is being basically torn down and dismantled because I tagged the channels who I suspected spoke about it.
Correction, Gabby. You're the one that was reducing it to nothing by keeping that video up. You were the one that kept that video up for 2 weeks, and it took you so long to realize the type of person she was. All of a sudden now, you want to come out and you want to say what a beautiful person she was. Why only now when you recognize it? When people were telling you for those 2 weeks, you chose to ignore them. You chose to sit back and say, oh no, let me see how I can handle this quietly, discreetly. How long have you been on YouTube, Gabby? Don't you? You're the one of all people that should know better. This is something that I can't understand. You wanted the recognition. You went and you stalked her mother's Facebook page. Why? Why did you want her mother so badly to take note of this story? Don't you think that her mother has more important things to focus on than to focus on your stupidity? Don't you think this is like totally irrelevant? What you did, what you going through, the stupid mistake you made is totally irrelevant in a mother's life. But you chose to drag her mother into this and her sister into this. That was the most selfish thing you could have ever done, Gabby. It was heartless. You went and you fished her out so you could, in my mind, be the hero. To prove to people, oh, you're not this heartless person. You needed somebody to stand in solidarity with you. To say, oh no, she's not that bad. She didn't make that big a mistake. No, you made a fatal mistake. Gabby, nobody went looking for the tags. It just so happened that Angelica Oles came across the tags, made Ashley Kyle aware of it, and that made them think, why would you do something like that? Why? Why only those drama channels, those big drama channels, when they only covered it, as I said in the beginning, later on? These people were mad because they felt foolish for believing you, for thinking that you were sincere. And then they come to find out that, but they were tagged in your video. They felt used. How can you blame them for that? They were finally giving you a pass, Gabbi Hanna. But you went and you screwed all that up by making such a foolish mistake. If people were looking, they would have found your apology video. You have millions and millions of subscribers. You have your apology video on your channel. they would have found it. But no, you thought you knew better. But unfortunately, I came right back and I kicked you in your butt. And that is sad. Because now you're right back to step one. Playing the victim once again. Nobody else is to blame but you. So you know what? Get over it.
This is taking things too far. Let Bianca rest in peace. Let her family be. Let the situation rest. There is nothing wrong with the tags on this video. The tags are to target an audience. The audience that I was trying to target is the audience of the people who made Bianca's life and death into a story. Please stop.
You're such a hypocrite, Gabbi. Now that it's convenient for you, you want everybody to leave Bianca alone and let her rest in peace. People were begging you for 2 weeks to do that, and you chose to ignore them. You now are the spokesperson. That's what's coming across to me. Like you're the spokesperson for the Devons family to stop all this and to let her rest in peace. As I said, Gabbi, she'll always be that beautiful Bianca Devons that just wants to help people. Unlike you, that's just problematic. Now, when you feel it's okay for her to rest in peace, she must rest in peace.
These people that are spreading these stories, more often than not, don't actually give a fuck about what's going on. And this proves it. What they care about right now isn't justice for Bianca, not letting her rest in peace. It's about trying to find a way to villainize me at this point. There's no reason to continue this, to continue dragging her into this, because by doing this to me, you are dragging her into this.
These people do give a damn. It is no longer about Bianca. It's about your manipulative ways. It's about what you did. There is no way, and this I still cannot get over, is the fact that you stalked her mother's Facebook page to bring attention to this. Who does that? Why would you have done that? Now you've got her mother on and which I respect. I can respect her mother for coming out and making that statement on your page. But you dragged her into this, Gabbi. That is heartless. Extremely, extremely heartless. Nobody is dragging Bianca into this. It's all about you. It's all about you, and you always, everybody just comes after you. There's a reason why people come after you, Gabbi. It's because you can't hold yourself accountable. You can't say when you're wrong. There's always an issue. Nobody understands, Gabbi. But when people talk about you, they are given reason to talk about you, Gabbi. There is no way I can even say this in another way. What you did is heartless. It's selfish. You were the one that thought in your mind, you want to drag other people into this and say that's why nobody stands up and talks about what's going on because of the backlash. People only get backlash for the wrong that they do. What you did was the ultimate lowest level of selfishness. You went and you looked and you dug and you found something or somebody to come and stand and show what a good person that you are. Only one person can do that, Gabbi, and that's you. And one thing I will do is I will tag all these drama channels. And the reason why I want to tag them is to say to them, I am sorry for your being played, for feeling like a fool, and for thinking, oh, Gabbi Hanna finally did the right thing. Maybe one day she will, because, I mean, at the end of the day, it gets tired. It really gets tiring, you know, to always play victim. No, it gets old. It truly, truly gets old. But dragging all these people into it, it's just not It's just not right. That was very distasteful what she did. Absolutely distasteful. And I commend all those drama channels for having compassion for Gabbi and thinking. And I was shook to my core when I saw the video about Petty Page and how she was so proud of Gabbi Hanna for finally doing the right thing. But at the end of the day, things are just left to be seen. As I say, Bianca was and always will be that beautiful soul that just wants to help people. She had such a full life ahead of her, and she will always be remembered as the beautiful young woman that she was. So let's not take that away from her, and let's not let Gabbi Hanna insist or think that now she is the spokeswoman or the superhero for wanting Bianca to rest in peace. And this is one thing I always say, you guys, God does not like ugly, you know, and justice will come for her, and that is a definite. But my message is for Gabbi Hanna. Just do right. That's all you got to do, is do right. You'll feel so much better. Life will go so much better. And when you're always playing the victim, it doesn't work out. It really doesn't work out. You just need to take a look in the mirror and look at what's going. If people are always coming after you, there's something wrong. There is definitely, absolutely, definitely something wrong. So like I say, I am truly sorry to all those drama channels that were fooled. You know what? Once bitten, twice shy. And by the way, I was on Twitter earlier on, and I was going over, I think it was Dustin Daily, and there was a screenshot of Gabbi deserves an apology. Excuse me? Why the hell do these drama channels need to apologize to Gabbi? Gabbi needs a reality check. That's what she needs. And if anything, Gabbi deserves to give everybody else an apology just for stupidity. I'm sorry, man. I just have to say it that way. She is just plain down ignorant. That's just me, my opinion. I know if fans come after me, oh well, I gotta say. But you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. And don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye now.